I'm bumming, nigga. Yeah. Fuck what a nigga say, I feel like Dre. Man, the game is thick. Suckers wanna play and load my K until that bitch click. Big stick, hanging out the bottom of my 4-5. No lie, if I whip it out, somebody gon' die. Only time you hard is on the gram when you go live. Flexing with a tube but never blam, I'ma blow mine. Won't show mine until it's go time. Nah, you can't hold mine. Yeah, I got the whole mine, I'm on the goal line. And I'm going for 6, watch me up the scope. Caught him at the stove, he was with his hoe. Had to let him know, that's your ass, you don't get it past. You reap what you sow. Why you speaking low? Speak up, boy, you been a hoe. Boy, you been a bitch, get off dick, tryna steal my drip. Look up in the air, you see me, I'm fly as bird shit. Never on no nerd shit, why you on that lame shit? You don't want no smoke, you get smoke with who you hang with. You know what I'm saying? Lame ass niggas talking about they in some gang shit. Nigga, you's a bitch, nigga. Matter of fact, nigga, you's a hoe. Nah, you ain't no hoe, cause hoes get dope. Man, you pussy ass a cat.
We fucking live, my niggas.
Tell him free to act. Dealing for your rat, you know he told how you sleep with.
Top of the morning, man. What's going on? This is the Heart to Start fumbling already.
Take
This
two.
is the Heart to Start podcast, man. Y'all know what time it is.
Orange juice and a blunt for breakfast. While I beat the paper, finna hit the block. About to see some paper.
About to see some paper, man. What's going on, Bogey? How your morning starting out, bro?
Man, you know, I'm on the breakfast of champs up, you know what I mean? Feeling pretty good, you know what I mean? We got a good show. I actually watched all the videos prior to this one, so I'm ready to go, you know what I mean?
Fire this motherfucker up. Let the people know where they can find you at and what's going on, big bro.
Oh man, you know, we got all kind of good fantasy-isms coming at you over there on the Gen Wealth Net YouTube channel. And you could also check me out wherever you consume your music. Bogard scot-free.
100%. Top of the morning, Slim. How your morning starting out, big bro?
Shit, tired. Yeah, I'm cool though, man. You know what I mean? Just chilling, man. Another day.
Yeah, man.
People know where they can find you at and what you got brewing up.
Boogie Vision on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We got these episodes. We're gonna drop some more shit on there, so you know, just pull up.
100%, bro.
That boogie. Let's go.
100%, bro. We got the ear to the streets in the building, aka Lee. 100%.
That's my guy, Lee.
That's my guy right there, man. He a couple of the stories that we are talking about did come from him. He is a producer of the show, man, so he gets producer credit.
Let's go. The ear to the streets, Lee. 100%. Hey, you know what's funny? Hold on, real quick. So, like, Lee, man, he is phenomenal at what he does. Aggregating all the news and all the aspects, whether it's fantasy or even some topics for this show, whatnot. And then we'll be like, Lee, what you got for us, right? Live on the show. He's like, I don't got nothing. I'm like, you got it all. I'm about to ask him.
How is that possible?
I'm like, I'm like, because I wouldn't blame him. Sometimes I'm motherfuckers, we do playmakers. We don't really kind of go. We're like, boom, hey, okay, what you got? Put you on the spot type shit. You feel me?
Thanks. Oh, my mama.
And I was like, I'm like, okay. I'm like, you know what? I got to make sure we concentrate our efforts this time for the next one. You know what I mean? Because the playmakers, he killed that, right? Jump out there,
100%.
Knock the news out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit, man. As the weeks go along, it's gonna get smoother and smoother, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah, it only gets better.
Man, you just see how I fumbled over my words trying to get into the introduction. I told him, I said, man, every time we get on camera, before we get on camera, man, the nerves get to shaking a little bit, bro.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
It's natural.
On everything, it ain't gonna deter me from what I got to do, man. 100%, because I love this shit, man.
Yeah, and I told Lee, I said, man, I said, Lee, I love you, bro. You ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? We're just gonna keep getting better and better.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
We got the icon fella in the building, top of the morning icon.
What's up, icon?
We got the in the building, top of the morning peacock. 100%, man.
Shout out to the peacock.
He said he need more sleep too. Excited for football. Woke up excited for football. Them facts, bro.
Yeah, because we're gonna see some starters today.
Facts, bro.
Or this weekend.
Crack that second TV out in the studio and hook up that stream east, man. It had 2 TVs going, man.
There you go. That's that dually.
Yep. On my mama. Top of the morning, Derek. Salute, big bro.
Salute.
On my mama.
We're going to Vegas. Let's go. We're almost there.
Man, hey, they ain't but a few wake ups away, man, from their Vegas trip.
Yeah.
Man,
A
shout
few
out
sleeps.
come on now.
A few sleeps and a couple wake ups. You know what I mean?
Facts, bro. They
And we
finna
right
take
there.
that motherfucker down. Y'all make sure y'all be on the lookout for that coming too, bro. My mama.
Yeah, hell yeah. This week we're going to Sin City.
Facts. I'm gonna kick this shit off, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I need a crutch in this thing.
Show in Shenandoah County that took a violent turn. It happened Sunday night. CHP says a truck driver accidentally interrupted a sideshow. The driver says rocks were thrown at his truck and he was even hit in the head. CHP stopped several cars, but some led them on a high-speed chase.
ABC 10's Garshal Sangha explains what CHP says you can do if you come across a sideshow.
Another sideshow crackdown in Sacramento County.
Air 21 Clouds is dispersing north.
The California Highway Patrol, North Sacramento, called out to this sideshow Sunday night near Metro Air Parkway and Alba Drive, near the Sacramento International Airport. The situation before law enforcement got there escalated after an innocent truck driver unintentionally interrupted the sideshow. CHP says sideshow bystanders threw rocks at the truck, and the driver says the rock hit his head.
Air 21 Alert, truck just pulled into the intersection and here's the crowd.
Yeah, that's cold.
As the crowd scattered, one driver took off and led officers on a high-speed chase on the freeway. The driver was arrested for reckless driving and suspicion of a DUI, and several other cars were stopped because of the sideshow.
We are seeing an increase, especially during the warmer months.
It is a concern CHP says it is taking very seriously, and from an elevated position, you can take a look at those tire marks at this intersection on Metro Air Parkway, and there's similar tire marks on other intersections on Metro Air Parkway as well. CHP says if you come across any sideshows, be careful.
Stay in your car. Don't try to confront anybody.
Officer Ruben Jones says do not engage with the participants.
Man, they lucky they only hit him over the head with a rock and not like a switch, bro.
That's crazy.
He lucky they only hit him with a rock. Hey, but you can see in the video that the window, the driver's side window had the crack in it from the rock. Oh my
Yeah.
God. You know, and out here, I mean, you know how that
That's
shit.
some precision, huh? That was the kid that could have played D1, huh? He could have
fuck, bro.
He could have been a pitcher. Instead, he's at the motherfucking sideshow.
At the sideshow pitching rocks. Slim, they got sideshows out there?
No.
Yeah.
Well, we used to block the highway off and do the money runs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what they call it out there. That's hard.
Yeah, we just block the highway off.
Yeah, do the money runs, a couple thousand and shit like that.
Oh no, we wasn't doing that.
Yeah,
So,
we was doing that.
In where I'm from in the South Bay, they had something that was called the runs, right? Not like diarrhea, but they call it the runs. And it was the trade zone where there's a lot of like factories and shit like that, where you got these little straightaways. And then back in them even before them Fast and Furious shit, bro, that was like, you know what I mean? That's the shit. That was for real where I was at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what niggas do out here. Niggas, they find like by the airport or like off the highway. Like niggas block the highway off like 2-3 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they just get it in. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're talking about racing.
Racing, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because over here, like even I'm out here now in the Sacramento County. I'm out in EG, and it's quiet as a motherfucker out here because it's hella suburbs where I'm in my area. So like you'll hear the sideshow just going on, someone just tearing up an intersection. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no facts.
And you'll hear, and then you'll see you hear the cops coming eventually. But yeah, they just it makes me feel proud because that's I grew up in the Bay, and that was definitely part of the culture.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's my era. The sideshow is my era. Even though I didn't have no fast car, I pulled up gas and brake. gas brake dip, bro. Try to take the
high side on him one time.
Hey, trying to take the body off the frame, bro. Lift that
Come
bitch
through
all
yoking.
hey, on everything.
Yoking the cab.
100%. That's part of the sideshow. But there's etiquette to the sideshow, though. You know what I mean? Other motherfuckers do be trying to slide through, man. You gotta let them niggas wiggle through, because you get to doing weird shit like that, hurting people and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a problem, bro. They already trying to crack down on that shit. They taking your car, they putting your punk ass in jail. Your license gonna get fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is what we like to do. But when they get to getting, but see, also too though, it's been other type of little bullshit that be happening at the side shows. When we was doing the side shows, it wasn't really like that though. You might be able to see some tussles and shit like that, but niggas getting popped or fucking with people that's just sliding through to trying to wiggle the to get to, man. No, it wasn't
like man, shout out to all my folks from EPA, bro. They used to just or even Menlo, they would always just shoot in the air at the side shows just to make everybody dip.
Oh yeah, that'll make niggas run on my mama. That'll clear the whole set on my mama. I done been out
just clear the whole side show.
The worst
then
is
they would just go to another intersection.
Right. No, and then like or a different gas station, you know,
exactly.
We at the gas station, boom, boom. You know what I mean? All through the wiggle. But the worst is like type shit that happened when in my career at the side show, nigga, you just go to the gas station and you run through that motherfucker. It'd be 50 of us in that motherfucker, which is
you can't catch everybody.
Take what you want on everything. That's what the first thing was when I was at the side show on everything. Yeah, it'd be 50 motherfuckers. And it's only one nigga that worked behind the counter.
He can't do nothing.
Yeah, like,
he or she can't do nothing.
No, you can't do nothing. That'd be the worst thing. But other than that, it was, you know, everybody pull up after the club and it was going down.
So y'all don't do no drag racing out there at all?
Well, I've never been.
Yeah, in the South Bay, you saw a lot more of that in the South Bay.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, like, I know. Like I'm talking about, I remember the domestics versus the imports. I remember there was the homie. He used to pull up to the runs. He had a fucking a Miata, and he was a fat nigga, bruh. And he had a Miata, but they shaved down a 5.0 engine in that shit. So he was smoking everybody, bruh. And he was
know what else I heard
laughing, bro. Like,
you know what a 380Z is? The
the Corvette.
Hey, them motherfuckers putting Corvette engines in them.
Yeah, they put what is that? The LS1s and the LS6s. They put them in everything. They put it in Texas. They put them in everything.
Yeah, they had a dude. I mean, you see all kind of shit out there. They had a dude that had he had a Suzuki with a 454 in it.
Oh shit!
Big block.
I got a 454 sitting in the backyard right now.
Hey, listen, that's always gonna be worth money.
Buy that motherfucker right now.
That's always worth money, bro. Yeah, my pops had a Trans Am. When he finally got rid of the car, he got rid of it piece by piece, but he kept the big block, and somebody came and bought it up one day. It was all rusted up, and they didn't give a fuck. There's like,
it's mine. Mine's in the 77 Suburban right now. Everything.
You know what I mean? They get like the boat motors and shit. But I mean, normally, you know, out here, niggas fuck with like the 4-cylinders, like the high horsepower Hondas and these.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like
the apps and shit. Yeah, back in the day, the Type R. Or put some turbo in there.
Throw the super motor in the Lexus coupe.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see all kind of different shit out here.
Hey, them they turned them into spaceships.
The RS? Not the RS.
No, the SC.
The SC. Oh my mama.
The
they
long,
got
the long body.
400.
Yeah, the 300. You just throw the super motor in the 300.
Oh my mama.
Yeah.
Sitting in my SC 400, sitting low, stick in the flow. Oh, no, want me to come do it. I forgot how they start. Oh man, that's that's E40. Oh, that's E40. My man.
I see them. They do it. They do it out there. They do it.
Come swooper told me to ride in my new Lex Luthor.
Yeah. Oh my bad.
What he said, but she ain't got no gas, Fetty. So I burnt her like fast ready.
That's crazy.
I seen they do it out there. I be watching these races in Compton. They doing it. Yeah, they heavy with it in Compton.
Yeah, they had.
Are they doing the dunks?
No, not no donuts. They doing money runs.
At the raceway,
I'm talking about dunks.
Or raceway down.
Like the dunk truck, like on the big rim. Oh no, that's the South.
But they had. So it's this dude named Dunk Master, right? So he got a few cars, right? But one of his known cars, I forgot the name of the car, but it's a 71 Impala. But you know, he LS'd out Corvette engine fat
Yeah,
shit.
hell yeah.
He was out, he brought that motherfucker out here and was racing Ferraris and all types and whooping they motherfucking ass, bro.
Damn, that's crazy.
The
They be sounding dope too.
Yeah.
They be, the one they put the LSU, because I remember my dad had a Cadillac. He had a CTS-V. And even that shit sounded beastie, because they had the Corvette. Had the Corvette engine in that thing.
Oh, everything.
Yeah, now they they done stepped it up. So now, you got cats with the new Supers and the new Supers, the BMWs, M240Is.
Hey, the Supers were badass, man. What was that game? The racing game on the PS1 back in the days? Gran Turismo.
Yeah. I know they got
Gran Turismo, all that shit. Yeah, the Super.
Midnight Club.
I ain't never been in the Super in real life, but I seen it in the video games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they had the Supers. They got the BMWs, the Audi RS3s.
You ever see them Skylines out there?
Yeah, Skylines, Trackhawks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Them Skylines.
Yeah, you were a boss if you had a Skyline, because you had to get that imported.
No. I'm talking about the new Skylines.
Oh, is it still on the right side?
No, the new ones is made here. They're made here.
Okay. Oh, yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't from the 90s and no more. Yeah. I worked at the New Me power plant. They was building all them shit. Yeah, you're right. It was built out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or we take that. So cats the step they game up now. The Trackhawks. They going crazy out here now. The Trackhawks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But
that shit kind of dope actually too. They still like, listen, bro, we got racks. Motherfuckers is betting on the race. Motherfuckers in the race is betting. They might even have your car up.
And then them folks, they used to come through and bet on this shit, and then they'd tell you when the other folks come.
Ooh.
Yeah. They play side bets.
See, back in the days, brother, like what was crazy about the sideshows is like, man, they'll wrap a whip and come right back with another one. Cause like you had whips just for the sideshow.
I remember the state trooper caught some niggas on the highway, right? It was late night when they had the shit blocked off, but it wasn't too many cars. It wasn't no cars on it that night. Like once every blue moon. And he pulled up on niggas. Niggas was about to dip. And he got on the loudspeaker. He's like, make it quick. And niggas 1, 2, 3, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then they gone. Cause after that, like you gotta catch them too.
No. When he pretty much like get that shit over with. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, and they just
the police let y'all get it in and get about it.
One time, because niggas was already lined up and everything. So
he was cool.
He just jumped on he was on the other side of the highway. He just jumped on that joint. He's like, man, make it quick, man.
He got the skim.
Yeah.
He was betting on the BMW.
See, my pops, my pops came to America 78. He came to Frisco. You know what I mean? And he's like, well, I'm not a Mexican, so I'm not riding a lowrider. And he says, my godfather, right, was his neighbor. It was the first friend he made, and rest in peace to my godfather Joe Williams. You know what I mean? But he's a big ass 6'5" black dude, so they all rode muscle cars. You know what I mean? So my dad came to America. He immediately got in the muscle car scene, and like high performance shit was cheaper back then. You know what I mean? And like so they used to do the rally races. So it'd be like to San Jose and back. You know what I mean? And you're on 280. And like, so at one point, my dad said in the 80s, they put divots in the 280 because people were rally racing. Because, the 280 got the curves and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like fools are it would be point A to point B and back. And then the fastest then gets the bread. You know what I mean? So you just got motherfuckers just, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like, they turn. They drinking. They doing all they doing their young shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like shit. I see some shit like they got some shit out there though. Like I was watching these races in Compton. Mexican Juice, Active Crew, all of them, and I seen some shit, man. They got some shit. Them S10s with them 454s in it. They got the Mustangs.
S10 with a 454 in it. Like the way they're converting these things and shaving it down to fit in these things, that's amazing to me.
Yeah, with the roll cage. They got the my favorite one is the what is that, man? It's the Oldsmobile, the Cutlass, man. It's a number though.
44 Deuce.
442. Son had a 442 with a 454 on slicks.
Is that the one with the stick in the flow? Those Cutlasses?
They got this. So they got the Hearst edition. So the Hearst edition definitely got the one in the flow. So that's a
because they got the big chassis. So like you could put the big joints in there.
Oh my mama. But they got the G-body ones too, though. The niggas in Chicago, that's what they ride is them G-bodies. Oh my mama, they ride the motherfucking Malibu, like the short body Malibus, the late 70s, early 80s Malibus. Them motherfuckers is nasty too.
Hey, somebody lace me up on this because I don't know about this shit. So like, because I remember like when we used to we would watch foods like busting figure eights and donuts and shit. Like, oh shit, he got the switch posi on that motherfucker. What is that?
That's your rear end.
Okay.
Remember how Mac Dre said, man, one tire don't spin, man, both of them. Whenever I'm in something, man, I'm gonna yoke something.
That's because
I'm like, yo, it would always be like a Grand National or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, them come automatically like that though. Grand Nationals right now, like them 85, 86s, bro. Them motherfuckers is like 80,000 right now, 90,000.
Yeah, they want bread for them. If you want one if you want one of them fully intact.
Yeah, no facts.
Yeah,
oh my
everything's stock too.
You know, the Chevys is a little bit cheaper because they got the Monte Carlos, the SS is like the Grand National, same shit, but
that T-top joint. That shit's badass.
National is worth. That Grand National niggas whew. And them is V6s too, but they got stock turbos on them motherfuckers.
Yeah, they got it. It's a big V6 though. It's a 3.8 liter. So that's a big block.
Top of the morning, my brother.
Tino said, I want a big block in a station wagon on true spokes with 415s in the back rattling. Oh my mama, pulling up.
I like that.
Top of the morning, big bro.
Yeah.
Oh my mama.
The sixth ward is in the building.
Yeah, see out here, so they got a back to Broadway out here where all the old schools meet up on a Saturday. I think it's once a month or maybe once every couple of months. And man, it'd be thousands of nothing but old schools cruising Broadway. Oh my mama, all the rallies be out there. You can see the shit on Instagram, on everything. Fat shit, bro. It ain't just old schools too. Niggas on their motorcycle. It's just you got fat shit out there. 100%.
Yeah, I watch the races.
I like what Tino said though, because I was thinking the schematics for Tino's his station wagon, right? Yeah, you could put the 415s nice and snug in the back.
Man, he could put 18s in that motherfucker if he wanted to in the station.
You ain't lying.
If it's one of them super old school ones, man, like
get him with the wood grain on the side though.
Right, that motherfucker, he put whatever the fuck he wanted in that motherfucker.
Hey, Tino, you gotta get the wood grain on the side though of the outside of the car. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
Yeah, old school, man. I mean, you know, the car culture everywhere. You know what I mean? You got the Texas niggas that like to swing. You got the Atlanta and Florida niggas in South Carolina and North Carolina. They put their 50s and 60-inch rims probably now. You know what I mean? We in 2024, ain't no telling. You know what I mean? They ride.
I think Vice got a TV show about that shit too. They do the dunk truck races and shit.
Yeah, on my mama.
Because they can't, but they can't bust a U-turn. But they go straight. What's that?
Y'all ride old schools out there too. I know y'all stay foreign up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, you catch some old schools out here from time to time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember
old school Beamers,
Envy, and what was his name?
Old school Benzes.
Oh yeah, Fun Flex on the car.
They be riding. They keep it with all the muscle cars in the old school.
Yeah, the older cats is into the old school.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
Yeah, car culture everywhere. The Midwest, they love they old schools. Oh my mama, they put engines in they shit.
Oh yeah. Currency down there, Currency and them down there.
Currency, car culture for sure.
Yeah, he's a box chef guy.
Man, he got everything.
He got
And I know he got everything under the sun,
but New Orleans,
in
I don't know.
interviews though, he's always like, I
Don't
ride the box Chev as a daily car.
don't New Orleans ride more like foreigns though?
Man, I don't know. I really ain't seen what their car culture is. So I
And
would
them
say
old school Benzes with the remotes with the cord on it.
on everything.
The box side Benzes.
You know, if you would keep
the windshield wipers on the lights.
Or just even like currency.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I mean? But from what you see with Baby and P, they had nothing but foreign fat shit. You know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
The issue that
they
he had.
Were always riding
came out all
Beamers, Benzes, Bentleys and shit.
Manny Fresh was part of the car club because that all that old school big timer shit, man, they stayed pulling up, bro.
Yeah, they do that on the lake every Sunday.
And remember they used to come through. Remember the get your roll on video? They doing the donuts in the
Lambos with the doors up.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
That was all rentals though.
But I'm saying though, you know, because of the culture, like I was feeling it because being from the Bay, I was like, oh shit, they doing the donuts in the Lamb though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, we in the sideshow, you would see like, what would you think the most common whip I see, right? Maybe the 5.0.
A 50. Oh my mama.
5.0s all day, every day. Just they'll wrap them, come right back with another one. Fuck it, they'll steal it, and take it to the sideshow.
I don't know. A lot of stories I hear in New Orleans. I hear a lot of them cats was rocking foreigns from even back then.
Yeah, pulling up.
They just put them on rims, but they definitely was rocking them foreigns.
On Lorenzo's.
Yeah, my cousin, cousin Kev pops, but may he rest in peace. Nigga, he came with the 88 500 SEL in 89, maybe 90. On my mama with the phone in that motherfucker with the the long phone inside
with the cord.
Oh, yeah, cause it wasn't no joke.
They got the remote things in there.
When he bought that motherfucker, it was blue, and then a couple of years later, he flipped that motherfucker pearl white with the gold, with the Chews and Vogues, like how Tino was talking.
Oh, he put the whites on with the white walls.
Picture of my dad around here sitting on that motherfucker too, bro. Everything.
Bitch, did you recognize my white wall tires? Yeah, man.
I got anything going out on sideshow etiquette for the youth? Because we just talked about all the car culture everywhere, and here it is with me and Bogard. You don't get down when I'm telling you. Like I said, it's a car event out here where you pull up, you ain't got to do the bullshit. You know what I mean? So it's sideshow etiquette. So hopefully the youth just realize, look, bro. Y'all want to do this shit, man. They already, trying to shut this shit down. Just don't be doing the bullshit at that motherfucker, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's two sides to even like the racing culture out here, because you got the side where people have fun, and you got people getting shot or running off on bets, and cars getting stolen, and you know what I'm saying, like people getting killed on the side. You know what I mean? Where people are racing, cars losing control. So it's gotta be safe, man.
Gotta be safe out there.
And for all you dumbass kids that's at the sideshow, don't be like standing hella close with your phone and shit and get hit by the ass of the whip.
Yeah, I've been seeing that happen too. It's been swept by the car.
Hey, that does happen a lot.
Yep.
And in the way for no motherfucking reason.
Bye.
Everything. Stupid motherfuckers, bro.
You know what I mean?
And you can go on YouTube right now and see all the sideshow documentaries. You know what I mean? The shit goes down. The shit be fun though, bro. It's a hell of a
Exhibitionist of Speed. Remember that DVD?
The who?
The Exhibitionist of Speed.
Oh yeah, that was one of the first Mac Drill we seen. Mac Drill on that. They say that's how Trill TV came apart. Cause you know who Dregs One is?
Yep.
Yeah, he got a podcast. He breaks down the history of the Bay, bro. On my mama.
Yeah, his podcast is really good.
Yeah, that shit is.
I fuck with it. That shit hard as motherfucker.
Shout out to Dregs One, man. Oh my mama. All right, let's get into this next one. Bye. Put myself on mute.
There has been a huge development in the Matthew Perry death investigation. We just broke the story on the website that the DEA, the LAPD, the U.S. Postal Service, the U.S. Attorney, they have made arrests in connection with his death that involved ketamine. We had told you that Matthew Perry was getting ketamine therapy for anxiety and depression, but it wasn't that therapy that caused him to lose consciousness in the hot tub. He had somehow received ketamine illegally, where there was really no valid prescription. We are told at least one doctor is under arrest, as well as drug dealers. Authorities executed search warrants. They found text messages discussing how much they would charge Matthew Perry for the drug, how it would be delivered. At least one doctor, as we said, somehow was behind this, according to authorities. Now, early on, we know that a search warrant was served on Brooke Mueller, who is Charlie Sheen's ex-wife, and that Brooke Mueller had been in recovery at some point with Matthew Perry. We don't believe that she ultimately has been connected to the circumstances that led to Matthew Perry's death, but they did execute a search warrant, and what it unearthed is several other celebrities who were somehow involved in obtaining illegal drugs. This does not seem to be one particular ring, but authorities are looking beyond Matthew Perry based on what they found.
First off, I gotta say, when you're a white celebrity, and rest in peace to Chandler Bing, but then they'll find out all the shit. Motherfuckers will die in the hood and OD all day. They don't give a fuck. You know, they're like, we gotta find out.
I mean, when you're a celebrity, period, because I think they locked up the dude that gave
with Prince and Mike.
No, not only them, but Omar from The Wire.
Word.
Yeah, they
Michael Williams.
Michael K. Williams, rest in peace from our city. Like,
peace of Mike, man.
You know what I'm saying? You know, they was even looking in the DMX joint, but yeah.
Word.
Yeah, DMX got, you know, his joint was spiked. You know what I'm saying? It had some I don't think it was on purpose, but sometimes these cats don't even know what they be getting.
That
you know what I'm saying?
Was it the vent for DMX?
Yep. I mean,
for Mike, know that.
Yeah,
that's crazy. So we played this video like how Bogey said, rest in peace to Chandler, aka Matt Perry, man. You know,
I love Chandler, man. Friends was the shit. Like,
yeah,
my girl got me into that shit like crazy. With that, it's like a near and dear to my heart, because that reminds me when I first started seeing my lady. You know what I mean? They would show that shit all night on Nick at Night. You know what I mean? And we just watching Friends with this motherfucker.
That shit, classic shit right there.
I never watched Friends.
I gotta get that.
That is not New York.
Not one episode. You ask me about Fresh Prince and Family Matters, I'll tell you about that.
Fresh Prince and Family Matters goes hard, though.
I ain't never watched Friends. I ain't never watched Seinfeld. I ain't never watched that.
Seinfeld goes crazy too.
So one of the reasons why we played that video though is to double it up with this video right here. And if you know, we talked about the Tusi before, right? Diddy is the one that said, or well, I ain't gonna say Diddy is the one that, you know, but this shit has been tied to Diddy from when his shit first popped off with the Tusi shit. Now we gonna play this other video to go ahead and tie this in and listen to her what she got to say in this video. Then if you listen to what Harvey's saying, it's multiple people, multiple stars involved with this same type of little shit that's popping off. So here go this bride right here, Jaguar Wright. Say what you want to say about her. Everybody got their opinion, but when it comes to shit like this, man, hey, everybody like to have their own type of relaxation. Here it go right here, bro. My Baba. Shit cracking.
So I talked to my drug guy, and my drug guy filled me in. And then it made perfect sense. Tusi.
Talk to him.
Drugs with Jaguar. Drugs education.
101.
So Tusi is the cocaine, but they take the ketamine and cook it up. And they fold it into the cup. Now, if you don't know what ketamine is what they call on the street Special K. It's a veterinary drug. It's a horse tranquilizer. Now, gay men have been using this for years. See, back in the day, if you went to a gay party or a gay rave, there were certain drugs that you would always find on hand. Viagra, Special K, and cocaine. Now, see, the cocaine keep you up all night, but unfortunately, it gives you limp noodle. Because if with the blood flow. So you wants to fuck with a half hard dick all night. So that's why you have the Viagra, to make sure the dick involuntarily stays hard while you're numbing your fucking self with the coke. Now, see, the ketamine, that's a horse tranquilizer. So that relaxes all your muscles. You could get fucked by 80 fucking ton gorillas. You wouldn't feel a thing. So now your dick is gonna stay hard.
Diddy party.
You numbed up.
Say no to the Diddy party.
I'm telling you, this is how this shit is getting popularized, man. I'm finna find the other video that we watched not too long ago where it's a news story where it's saying this shit is starting to get popularized. They're finding it in the nightclubs and shit like that, man. So not only, you know, we first hear about it when bruh get cracked, now we starting to hear more of it coming out now, you know what I mean? And this shit has probably been around before bruh, you know, was doing this thing. Somebody put him on. I don't think bruh is the founding father of the Tootsie, you know what I mean? Maybe he is. I might be selling bruh short, but this shit is fucking crazy, my dog. These and it's getting pushed out into the people now. If it's a news story in whatever city this in, and I'm gonna find this shit after I get done talking. If it's getting pushed out now to the public, it ain't just stars, because we seen Harvey talking about a story about Matthew Perry. This shit tying back to Matthew Perry. It's not just for the rich and the elite. You know what I mean? I guess, you know, that's what I'm starting to think now that we seeing regular stories on local news channels to where motherfuckers are saying they starting to find this in their city and shit, bro.
Yeah, every couple of years is gonna be something new. You know what I mean? That's just how I see, you know.
Yeah,
now
and
this
that
is gonna
one's
be the new thing.
And that one's a combination of see, when I growing up, when I would hear Special K, that was always, we used to call it some white boy shit, because only like the white boys, that crazy white boys that did all the psychedelics, because that falls under the psychedelic category, but it's definitely a tranquilizer. You know what I mean? And like, so it's like, you know, you used to hear motherfuckers getting fucked up on this shit, like, hey, I was in a K-hole, bro. I'm like, oh, word. You know what I mean? Whatever that means.
Yeah.
But then you find out they also use this for treatment. You can go to.
Yeah, I know people. I knew somebody when I was younger.
Yeah,
that
like
had-
when if you're
yeah,
battling
they just-
addictions, like even alcoholism or you know addiction to
Nah, they
opioids
used to take it to
battling
calm them
depression,
down.
even battling depression.
Yeah, that's what they said. Matthew Perry was prescribed that shit for, but he was trying to get that shit outside of his prescription.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he probably liked to get in that bathtub or in that, what is that called, the hot tub, because that's
Yeah,
where
and I think that's where they found him at, is in the hot
but
tub.
that was probably his thing. He gets high, gets in the hot tub, like you know what I mean? That was probably his little thing he does. But like
some scary ass shit.
Hey, you know, and people be dealing with some dark shit, right? People be dealing with some battling depression, you know what I mean? And the ketamine has been shown that. There's another one, ketamine, and there's one that's Ibogaine. There's other Ibogaine, and that's for like heroin addiction.
Y'all
Like,
talking about Michael Jackson. So may Michael Jackson rest in peace, but you know how I'm going through what I'm going through. You know, while I'm sitting down on timeout right now, right? Nigga, one of my treatments, it had Profilov in it, right? And when he said that, I said, oh, that's the Michael Jackson. And man, the doctor started crying. He said, man, don't worry. Oh, my mama, I was like, all right. When he said that, I said, man, that rang a bell quickly.
Bro, I remember
oh, my mama.
back in it was 2019.
Comments, my bad.
And my girl was in labor. We were about to have our son. And like, you know, I'm on it like a hawk. We in this motherfucker. And we're scheduled for inductions like early in the morning, but it's like middle of the night now. And they're like, oh, you need to go to sleep. They're telling my girl. And she's like, oh, I can't sleep. Like, oh, we can give you something. And also because she was feeling like pain. Top of the morning. But she was feeling pain from like the contractions and whatnot. So they're like, okay, we're just gonna give her some fentanyl. I'm like, for real? And then they just put an IV. She just goes right out. Oh, I was like, damn.
Oh my mama. Yep.
Like, where's mine at? But yeah, no joke though. But she was like, and I asked her when she came back, you know, it came to like hours later. She just said, because they tell her, just count to 3 or whatever. She's like, 1, gone.
Right, no facts.
Intravenous. Intravenous is like.
Hey, Piggy said the same thing about Mac Miller too. Mac Miller, rest in peace of Mac Miller on everything. He said he was.
Yeah, and I think he was bumping. I think he was bumping it too. Like I think that's what you know what I mean. That was his preference. Like,
yeah, ASAP Yams. You know, he died off the syrup. You know what I'm saying?
Is that right?
Yeah. There's a bunch of man. The syrup, that shit. Basically, the syrup and the chow mein. That's what did rest in peace to Pimp C. That's pretty much what did him in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Drinking
you
the
know,
syrup,
just,
hitting a bump to get for a pick me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, it's like serious when you're a celebrity because you got unlimited funds, so
for real
you could keep buying that shit. Like, you know what I
Juice
mean?
WRLD. Didn't we just talk about Juice WRLD somewhere, y'all?
Yeah, Juice WRLD was another one, and it's crazy because
Top of the morning, Candlestick.
Top of the morning, bro.
Top of the morning. It's
That's
a crazy
my
thing because he didn't mean to do that, but he was trying to not get caught. You know what I'm saying? And that joint happened.
Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. My bad.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, and I think he even he was so hardcore with the drugs because when they was running up, he started like just boop, he like housed everything. I heard.
Yeah.
Hey, Piggy
like,
said, man, you see, is that a lot of
I don't think he thought he was gonna die off that, but you know what I mean? Because he was known to like take like 20 perks, that was like what he was known to do. But I think he was housing like whatever he had on him before there was, because remember they had all the packs on the plane, so that was already gonna happen.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to have all the pharmaceuticals on him. So at least this is what I heard.
So
he started housing it, boom, boom, throwing it in the tank.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, look at Peacock. Peacock said Pop's got an 85 5.0 with the gram.
Okay.
So he got the box
body. Hey, tell him swing it.
Got the box body. Hey, Slim, you see they just dropped that on GTA, the Fox Body 5.0?
Nah, I didn't get on GTA in a while.
Oh, mama, they got that. They got it as a police car and a regular car. Oh, my mama.
Word? That's crazy.
Do they got the Caprices in there?
They got the police. No, the matter of fact, they got a box Chevy on that motherfucker.
You know what's so crazy? I built a car in GTA that was crazy fast. It was an old school Impala.
Mm-hmm.
And you could put slicks on it.
Is that right?
And they got the 4-stage nitrous.
Mm-hmm.
So when you press the button, it just keep going, and it recharges every time.
SS?
Yeah.
An old SS?
Yeah, Impala on GTA. It costs about $2 million to build it because you got to get it from the arena.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, that joint was crazy. But yeah, at the end of the day, man,
I got something for y'all too, though. Here go the news story about it being in the city, and this is it might be a little biased because this is in New York, so Puffy from New York. So go ahead, you know what I mean. But this is the story that we watch. Put myself on mute.
Party drug from Latin America has made its way onto our shores. Tusi, better known as pink cocaine, is popping up in nightclubs from coast to coast.
In this week's episode of Street Soldiers, Lisa Evers finds out why this new drug is getting so popular.
It's a designer drug with a catchy name, pink cocaine, and it's turning up in more drug busts as well as in a lawsuit against Diddy. While the name of this mystery color is accurate, drug experts say there's only a small amount, if any, of cocaine in it, and there's no way to know what other drugs and chemicals are inside. Law enforcement officials say pink cocaine, which is also known as Tusi, is turning up in more drug seizures and in some cases is being trafficked by the notorious Venezuelan migrant gang Tren de Aragua. It's also marketed and trafficked in ways
on the map
for law enforcement since it's often sold in underground venues, says former NYPD Lieutenant Darren Porcher, who worked undercover narcotics.
A lot of that involves around informants that give police information that avail them the ability to get into these environments to make the observations and take effective police action against the perpetrators.
The bright colored powder has been gaining in popularity among the nightlife set. Its swag factor went up when it was mentioned in a civil lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs as one of the disgraced mogul's alleged drugs.
Yeah, she be around too many police to call herself a street soldier. That's another story.
Hey, what was that? She shouted out like some Venezuelan fucking cartel or some shit. What was she shouting out there?
Yeah, she shot at their ass
Nah,
out.
they
She putting them on the
I
map.
told you that ain't nothing but migrants coming up here. So at the end of the day, they bring shit with them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you ain't lying.
You never know
Like
who to plug.
we can't figure out what it is. It's like hold on, it's Molly, it's it's Chow Mizzle, and it's that Special K. They just mixing it all up. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the new
Crazy, bro,
thing.
everything. That's that new wave shit, bro.
Yep.
I know, bro. I'm glad I'm old.
You said earlier, man. Note to self: say no to drugs, man.
I'm
100%.
telling you, say no.
We're about to be in Vegas, Tino. Shut up. Hey, look out for the Tootsie. Don't just say no to the Tootsie.
He said he seen Juice WRLD at Coachella freestyling for 20 minutes, ripping on dudes in the crowd, talking about Juice WRLD.
Oh yeah. Hey, Juice WRLD, he's barred up.
Tons of perks, a whole bunch of stuff. He always sing about how
his emo shit put him on the map, but yeah, he can rap though.
Yeah,
Same thing with Triple
Lil
X.
Bibby. Lil Bibby, that was his artist.
Yeah.
Hey, Lil Bibby, he also signed a little Australian kid too, right?
I don't know.
He had that.
I haven't heard from Lil Bibby in a while.
He signed like, I mean, not because he had Juice WRLD and he had this other kid. It's like a white kid from Australia, but he had some major hits, bro. It's kind of crazy, like in the last like 4 or 5 years. Hey, he low key doing his thing, huh, baby?
Yeah, no, facts. Behind the scenes.
I'm talking about like this kid had like a fucking worldwide hit, bro.
Is that rapping or singing?
It's like poppy. It's like it's not like the little melody. Like it was like one of them super brainwashing. If you hear, you're like, oh, I heard that. It's one of them brainwashing ones, probably a couple summers ago.
I know Dirk talking about. Dirk was talking about he just came out of rehab not too long ago.
Oh, baby.
Lil Durk.
Is that right?
I mean, he did say. I mean, he was saying some shit about like putting the perks down and one of them other songs I heard recently and shit, and like how he was so sick.
Yeah, because after a while, I mean, your body get immune to it, and you start needing it.
You ain't getting high no more, right?
I mean, you is, but it's just not like when you first start out. And then another thing too, you gotta eat. It oxidizes the food in your stomach. So a lot of dudes, even on the syrup, dudes be getting them stomach pains and all that, and the stomach aches. If you go to sleep, if you get high, you go to sleep, and you don't eat, you will wake up with the stomach ache of your life. You will not be able to eat enough.
All that soda with it too.
And when you take a dump, it's gonna come out like this,
like a pebble. That's what Boosie said.
Because it wrapped around your liver. You know what I'm saying? So when you notice a lot of guys on the syrup and all that other stuff, and like the perks and all that, they gain weight because they gotta eat when they on it. They gotta constantly eat because you gotta coat your stomach so it won't tear down your walls, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's straight. You're drinking heroin, basically.
Yeah,
rabbit shit.
It's for real.
That motherfucker come out like a pebble.
Yeah. No, I had this. I'm telling you, like back in the days, that one time that happened to me, and I had a stomach ache out of this world.
That I missed. Thank goodness. Thank God.
Then
100%.
when you get that type of stomach ache, it's like you can't eat. So you gotta find something that you really like, because your taste buds is like shot out.
Yeah, that's how it is on the so my era is the MDNA, the pure ecstasy. We was paying $25, $30 for one pill, but that motherfucker had you loaded for 12 motherfucking hours. And once you pop it, there's no thought in your mind about eating. I don't give a fuck if you ate a Thanksgiving meal before it, or you ain't ate in 5 days. Once you pop that motherfucking pill, you're not gonna be thinking about eating for nothing, bro. Only thing you're gonna be thinking about, in my experience, nigga, is how many blunts is pre-rolled, where's the orange juices at, and where's my sweat towel? Oh my. 100%.
Yeah, matter of fact, you talking about the Molly, right?
hours.
You talking about the Molly, right?
No, not the Molly. See, that's not my era. My era was the pure ecstasy.
Oh,
that
okay.
was like 97. 97, I stopped popping pills about 04, 03.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I had a nice little run off them motherfuckers. You know, hey, this is not to glorify this.
Yeah,
shit.
not to glorify this.
This is prior experiences. Nigga, don't fuck with none of that shit 100%.
I'm gonna tell you, matter of fact, speaking on what you're saying, right? There was a cat, you know, Indian cat. He used to, you know, had a Molly all day and stuff, right? And he, you know, he used to sell it. He used to get blasters off of it. And one day, you know, me and my partner was sitting there smoking in front of my boy crib, and every time that you know, it's a 2-family right next door. It's like 4 family, but like one entrance on one side, one entrance on the other side. So when we sitting there, people are like the people from the second floor that when they every time they pass out, we get this whiff like a sour air, like, you know what I mean? So when they was going in and out, and we asked them like, yo, y'all don't smell that? They like, nah. So me and my boy, we like, yo, something that shit smell like super stink. So we went.
I got something dead in there.
We started checking like the around the first floor apartment, because that's where he stayed at. We seen flies in the window. You know what I'm saying? So mess around. The neighbor came down for the 4th time, and I'm like, yo, y'all stand there in that hallway and smell. And they like, yeah, what the hell is that smell? I'm like, how y'all ain't smell that the whole time? Y'all whole hallway smell like that.
Right.
So boom, we try to knock on the door, whatever the case may be. Then we ended up busting the door down. You know what I'm saying? Bust the door down. Man, we caught we had to wrap our shirt around our face. We caught a blast of that shit. Man, so then we, you know, the dude wife, you know what I'm saying, that was from upstairs, she ended up calling the people over there. They came over there, fire people came, police, whatever, they kicked the door down. This dude was high one night, got up on a ladder, and somehow he must have fell off the ladder and broke his neck, and his body was like upside down against the door of his bedroom. So they couldn't even get in through the front. They had to break the window to get in. You know what I'm saying? And then once they seen him upside down with his neck broke, but he was in there for probably like a couple days.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's already what's that thing called? Rigor mortis at that point. That's why he just stiff like that. Just, you know what I mean? Stuck that way. You feel me?
Yeah, his full weight was against the door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They wrapped him up, brought him out. I was like, damn.
That's some crazy shit right there.
God damn. See, I knew it.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Like, that smell. Something's dead for sure.
Hey,
for real.
Oh my mom. Hey, that was it. Hey, we ain't got to say no more too more on that topic no more. Say no to drugs, man. Oh, I think cocaine is a drug on the sound. Oh my mama.
Hey, remember back in the days they used to have them red ribbon things? You know what I mean? Like Red Ribbon Week. Did you guys remember that?
Oh yeah, at school. Yep.
Yeah, at school, like elementary.
Yep. That was the Say No to Drugs Week.
Yeah, my oldest daughter's about to be 17, so you know what I'm saying. That's how long I've been a father, right? And like, I don't remember ever her doing that shit in school. Like, when did they stop doing that shit? They're like, fuck it, kids.
Yeah, I can't.
Well, I mean, because we grew up there, like marijuana was illegal.
But you know what I've been seeing on local news and in the commercial and shit out here, they don't want the kids because the kids is on them vape.
Yeah,
they trying to really put a stop to that shit.
I mean, they trying to do it in certain areas out here too.
Yeah, this is like 2018 in Frisco, right? This is the first place I remember in the Bay. So in Frisco, they stopped selling all flavored everything, tobaccos, vapes.
Yeah, they did that in New York.
Yeah, so that was 2018, and I remember no menthols, none like that, right? And it was a trip because like, oh shit. And then it eventually came down to San Jose, like boom, no menthols at all, no flavored, nothing like that. And then you know what I mean? Then eventually, yeah, none at all. Just a fucking you know what I mean? Straight wood. But then you go to the little Asian store or the buddies over there, the little buddy store, you feel me? And they got all that shit, you know what I mean?
Crazy.
Everything.
Hey, them you know the loose leaves, the backwood loose leaf, the banana joints, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I can't fuck with the loose leaves. Hey, I'm just strictly woods, bro.
Yeah, I like the loose leaves because I feel like a 7 in it. You know what I mean? I just sit there
on
on the shrooms.
everything. Facts.
I'll sit down on the shrooms and smoke that. It's like take like an
Hey,
hour to smoke that
see, I
motherfucker.
have mine already, man. But in my cup, I be having coffee. Oh, everything. I can't. If it's gonna be some orange juice, we gonna do like how my dog Peacock said. It's gonna be some mimosas.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
what I should have did.
We might gotta do that.
Mate, what you mean? Hold on, man. What you mean? Hold on, bro.
Orange juice in a blunt for
I
breakfast.
know nothing about
While I
this,
beat
bro.
the paper. Finna hit the block. About to see some
Do some paper.
Make sure you like and subscribe, bro. Come back, man. Oh, everything, bro. Hello. Oh, my mama. He ain't get the concept of the show, but we do, you know what I mean? We puts it in there and we do have a good time on this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, should I just roll? Should I roll another one?
Yeah, I got to right. You know, it take a few minutes to construct good wood.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's why I just be smoking hella joints.
Oh,
You know
my
what I
mama.
mean?
So once we only got 2 more.
Stay with some stick
more
stuff.
topics. Let me put myself.
Yeah, I'm drug free, Raven. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, man. Hey, Slim is our designated driver on the show.
yeah, I'm the designated driver.
You
know what I'm
feel me?
saying?
Hey, Slim, make sure we're safe. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
We right. That shit funny.
Well, it's that time for another edition of Crazy Ass Criminals. Chasing chicken wings during the pandemic was a mission Vera Liddell in Chicago was on, and the slick-ass senior citizen had no chill. Prosecutors say the Harvey School District Food Service manager stood on business. She ordered over 11,000 cases of chicken wings that never touched the longing lips of any students. The total loss to the damn district was $1.5 million. So the question is, what did the looting lunch lady do with the wandering wings? Investigators are also puzzled by that, but we know those wings didn't just fly the hell off on their own. Vera Liddell was arrested and faces felony charges now. For now, she's booked in the Cook County Jail, where she will get 3 hots in a cot, but not likely any of those damn chicken wings.
Hey.
I think even Chris Jones, right? From the Chiefs.
Football player, yeah, he paid.
Yeah, let's go. Shout out to Chris Jones.
Yeah, he gonna take on that case. He gonna finance it.
Yeah.
So she get up out of that jam. She probably needed it. You know what I'm saying? You know.
I mean, shit. She might remember in COVID times.
It was hard to get chicken during COVID times.
Yeah, and like I'll go on Instagram and see like the homies or the homegirls now they cooking plates.
Who get one for free?
You know what I mean? They were selling plates and shit. She might even just been feeding the hood, huh? Feeding her family first, I'm sure.
Hey, nah, she was taking them chicken, the frozen, them bags home frozen, nigga, and selling them motherfuckers probably for $20 a bag.
No, you ain't lying.
Man, if you just go to the grocery store right now, just that little regular Foster Farms bag or whatever type of drumette you get, them motherfuckers is $15, bro. Right now.
Lying. Inflation's real.
And if you go to Costco shit is like 30 something, but they got, I don't know how many pounds it is. It might be a 4-pound bag, 3-pound bag, but they give you hella them motherfuckers for like $30.
Yeah, the individual, like I'll get the party wing joints.
Yeah, I get the party wing joints. My grandma get the chicken breast, the
yeah, and because they're the ones where you tear it apart, right? They're like
no, I just get the one bag, the party wing.
Oh, yeah, with the little
She might have needed it.
Yeah, she probably, hey, without a doubt, even if she did, the point was, man, she not eating $1.5 million worth of chicken, and that's the high end of the value. You know what I mean? We might not know what that is, but the thing is,
chickens.
That shit. There's no way you can eat whatever that was, man. That lady was trapping that shit, bro. 100%. So what happened was she'll probably order 20 cases and maybe tuck 2 cases for herself. You know what I mean? Found out a way how to wiggle that shit up out of there or something.
And they added up over time.
You do gotta move it real quick because if you don't have enough to store that shit or
you got a deep freezer. You got a deep, you know, back in the day, all the OG grandmas, nigga, they had deep freezers in their house. 100%, nigga.
In the garage or something.
Nigga, to store all the meat, nigga, or a extra freezer in the garage, just where it's a stand-up freezer. That's how my grandma had. We have extra shit in the garage, 100%.
Yeah, man, I need to get the goddamn. You know when you gotta put extra voltage in an outlet so you can run a fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta do that because man, I call it the gridge, the garage fridge. You gotta have a gridge. You know what I mean? Put all the alcohol, all the fucking kids' Powerades and juices and all the shit. Just have it all. So you keep the kitchen fridge nice and fucking accessible. You feel me?
Nice.
Yeah, and then you got the extra gridge for the fucking meat. You feel me? Like, yeah, because man, going. Anytime we're like,
no
we
food
need to get
stamps. That was
stuff at the
Cash
store.
Money Records.
It was Cash Money Records. I would have took EBT. Man, drop your card off. $500 worth of wings. Drop that card off. Oh, everything.
Hey, you ain't lying, huh?
Fuck that. Hey, Pete said he was gonna raise his own chickens. Oh my mama. He's gonna get down to it. You got eggs and you got fresh meat. Pause.
Hey man, I was just I was just with the homies. They be doing the cockfighting, bro. Pause.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that shit big money, bro. You know what I'm talking about? The fighting.
Them chickens be really on one.
They do though, bro.
They train them up for that shit.
Yeah, they be sharper than they beats, like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, the homie, I said, "What's your name?" I said, "What's the name of your fighting cock?" He's like, "They're all Rocky." I named them all Rocky. I'm like, okay, there you go.
Yeah, that joint crazy. I watched that one of them joints. And one of them
they be
stuck
having,
one of them in the neck with that beat.
The little
that
beat
sharp
thing,
beat.
yeah.
Yeah, they sharpen it up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, took them right out of here. I was like, damn. Yeah, this is crazy.
And they hella betting on that shit too, though, bro. What they do, right? You'll have like 10 organizations come through.
Everything.
Everybody's throwing 10 bands, and then boom, you got $100,000 fucking joint going, and then everybody's betting on the sides. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no facts. Remember in The Wire when the nigga Cheese got played when his dog got fucked up.
They killed the dude. You know what I'm saying?
For the rest of the season about that shit.
I was like, this dude, man, like he went and killed the dude because his dog got ate up. I was like,
that's cold. He shot the owner of the other dog.
Nah, he sent another dude to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Even worse. He's like, fuck that, I lost my. But, I mean, if you got a good fighting dog, I mean, listen, before what's that shit called? The Animal Rights Association come after us. We're not in any way, shape, or form promoting any animal cruelties, but yeah, you got a good fighting dog. Fuck that shit. It's a lot of money that you just lost.
Hey, Tino said in the PR they got cockfighting is huge. Pause.
Come on, bro.
The world
Man,
championship.
the PR, the PI.
2021, that shit became illegal.
They got it over here in Modesto, like down the street, man. Like an hour away from here. They got the cockfight arena for real. Like it's like a fucking makeshift arena on somebody's farm.
Oh my mama, that shit crazy, bruh.
They coming through.
Yeah. They coming through.
They doing it, man.
Everything. Peter flag us on this one. Oh my mama.
See, that's what it's called, Peter. There it is.
Yeah, facts.
They bet on
the chicken
bet on anything out here.
They did what?
I said they bet on anything out here. I remember they had what do you call it? You know the remote control gas cars.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Cars.
Yeah, they had
not the
like,
RCs, the gas ones.
No, the gas ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, the RCs remote control. Yeah.
They remote control.
They go karts or you?
No.
They're like
they're remote control, but they're big.
They're remote control cars, but they're gas joints.
Oh, everything.
Yeah, they had a spot, you know what I'm saying, out in Long Island that dudes used to go there and bet money and all that. You know
they had a track?
Yeah, they had a track, an indoor track.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And then
I still got mine. I gotta fire mine up, man.
Oh, you got one, huh?
Put mine on the
Yeah, I had one for a minute.
Oh shit!
I got a demon, a gas demon. Yeah.
How fast does yours go? Up like top speed?
Stock is 80 miles per hour.
What the fuck?
RC.
Yeah.
I was thinking like he was about to say 50 or something, man.
Yeah, it's
and I
80.
thought it might even because back in the days we used to get our joints up to like 35. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
them
Like
joints.
35
My
miles
joint,
an hour back in the day. That was like when I
yeah,
was a
my joint
kid.
is a 1/8 scale, so my joint is like, it's like
Yeah.
big. You know what I'm
Man, they got
saying?
the airplanes like that. They got RC airplanes, nigga, that look like real airplanes, nigga. Them motherfuckers hella big, bro. And the boy right there, he on the ground flying that bitch.
Shit,
Yeah, I
I'll
could.
put like my dog in it, fucking boom.
Yeah,
Flying.
they got like, if I tune it, it could hit like a $105, $110. You know what I'm saying?
And
if I tune it.
Ooh,
crazy.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
that's
yeah,
content.
definitely. You hit somebody with that joint, they really into it.
Let's see if we can do
Like
that.
yeah, fact.
We got to get a straightaway, and it'd be like you versus like a car, like your RC car versus like an actual car.
Oh my mama. Facts.
That's content right there. And you'd be like, bro, my car will smoke any of these motherfuckers.
Nah, they got some fast ones out there, man. Yeah.
Oh my mama.
And, they coming out with the Tesla races too, right? Or not Tesla, just electric car shit. I think it's
No, right now that's the wave. That's the wave right now. Is the electric ones. The gas ones still move out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what everybody know. But right now the electric ones is going crazy. Like they got some electric ones that's nasty. That's hitting like $130. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Damn, bro, that'll paralyze someone if you just walk into the street.
Yeah.
Take your feet out, bro.
How does it not lift? You have to
weigh it down.
You have to, yeah, you could weigh it down. I mean, it's heavy enough to where it stay 80 will stay on the ground, but when you start getting up to like, you do it just like a regular car. You put the wheelie bar on the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could put a wheelie bar. You could put slicks. You could upgrade the clutches and the transmission.
Oh, so that
you know
thing be sparking too. If you put the little granite thing on the wheelie bar.
Yeah, you got the wheelie bar, and it got the wheels. You could put slicks so it could stick to the ground. You know what I'm saying? And you warm up the tires. You hold it back and warm up the tires, and then let it slingshot out of there.
Yes.
That's federal, bro. Oh my mama.
Yeah.
And you've clocked 80 before.
Yeah, that's what it comes to stock. That's just out the box. It does.
Yeah, Tino said he in the dirt bikes. The big controversy in dirt bikes is the electric dirt bikes are now faster than the motor. So they are wondering if they should make a faster division.
Now I'm gonna tell you in New York, right? You know what they did? Being that so many people are riding electric scooters right now, you have to get a license for an electric scooter, and then they remove the license from the motor joints, from the gas tires.
Wow. So now you can ride a regular scooter, but it's a gas jump.
Yeah. No, yeah, you could ride that, but
yeah, they sweating you.
The electric joints,
man, they got
you gotta get a license
everything,
for.
Bro. My homie pulled up in an electric longboard, bro. He just got a little.
They heavy. No, I'm talking about the ride on scooters.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, they make electric everything long. Like, he had a longboard, like
everything.
Yeah, he got the freaking. My uncle had a bike. I seen him. My uncle had a bike, electric bike. I'm like, dang,
they got the shit. JD know what I'm talking about. JD know what I'm talking about. Swanee got
our homeboy Swanee.
He got the electric motorcycle.
Is that street bikes?
Yeah, that's the full size motorcycle that's electric.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. Was that lighter?
Too.
The lighter? Oh, it's right there. Oh, cool. Oh, thanks. Yeah, bro, that electric joint, bro. I mean, what's dangerous too is because like they're silent. You just what's that?
Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh man. Y'all got anything going out on the chicken lady, bruh?
Yeah, man, free her, man. She probably just trying to.
It'll go down as the great chicken heist.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Chris Jones came to help her out, bro.
He got the bag too. Chris Jones got the bag last year, so he got him some 100 M's.
Move right there.
He got about 100 M's coming his way in this next couple of years. You know what I mean? He's sitting about 50, 60 already, so he got some bread.
Mm-hmm. The start board, yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
Mama.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, Tino be getting down with all the toys, bro. Tino knows what's up with all the fucking gadgets and
No,
all.
I like my toys, man. I like my toys, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. My pops, I remember every time he got something, he had to do it big because he loved my pops big toy guy too. I remember we got a ski boat when I was a kid, but it had the 351 Cleveland block in it, and this motherfucker was going crazy on the wire. Like that shit was beastie. I was like, oh shit, got the fucking Cleveland block in that thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm tempted to turn up the boots on my whip, man. Like,
Yeah, that 351, that's what's in them Fords, Cougars, Mustangs, all that shit. Everything. Broncos, the old school Broncos, they be having 351s in them motherfuckers.
yeah, the new Broncos, man, they going crazy with them out here, boy.
Is that right?
Oh yeah,
yeah, they hooking them up like the Jeep. They got all the accessories for them, like now.
Killing.
Okay. What do they do? What do they do? They put them on. Do they put them on big rims?
Nah, the big tires, just like how the
Oh,
just
the
like
big
how the
tires.
Jeep Wranglers,
Okay.
yeah, just like the Jeep Wranglers, they got the whole shit for them, like everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, them niggas was waiting for the motherfuckers to come out. You know, Broncos got a close following. I used to have a Bronco. I had an 83 Bronco back in the day.
Two-door?
19 when I had mine. Nigga, we used to take the top off in the summertime and the rally down. They would lay down in the back and we would pull up on everybody's block in the P and just start with the water guns, bro. On my mama. We started water gun fights in the hood back in the day.
You have the you talking about the small, not the OJ Simpson
No,
one,
I
the
had
small.
the big one. I had the big one.
Oh, the OJ Simpson one. Oh,
yeah, but mine was an 84. Mine was
yeah,
83.
yeah.
And that's the one.
Because I know they had a Bronco. They had a Bronco too.
Yeah, but that one didn't have the thing didn't come off on the back. See,
yeah, because that's the one that had the latches,
just
right?
like the K5. See, Chevy had the K5.
K5, yeah, I know somebody got
Ford
that.
had the Bronco on everything. Nigga, I had a motherfucking 83 Bronco and an 84 Delta 88 at the same time, nigga, at like 19 years old. Pops bought them for me. But my engine and my tranny blew out on my Bronco at the same fucking time. So I had just got my job. So I stacked all my money to redo my transmission and my engine in my Bronco, bro. Oh, my mama.
Yeah, that's
the one that it had like the latches on it, right?
Turned up in that bitch, boy. Oh, shit.
That's cool.
Oh, my mama. Let's get into the next one, bro.
He said the OJ one.
Mr. I'm a boss.
I know.
Where that chicken
I'm
at?
a boss. You got a boss. I don't
where
got
that
a
chicken
boss.
at? You know what I mean? You a boss.
My son, he's a boss.
Where that chili at, man?
He's right here.
Oh, my baba.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, Dame pushes this, I'm a boss.
Top of the morning bakes.
You got sued for $800,000. Okay, you know, they sued you, you lost. Where the money at? To where you got to auction off something that you can keep getting paid off of as time goes along. That's crazy. But I guess he didn't mind letting it go because at the end of the day, it can return back to Jay. It's going to return back to Jay in 2031 anyway. So he only would have had a couple more years with it. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, you know what? I might as well get it off, let it satisfy the debt.
The fucking residuals, probably the royalties probably wasn't adding up to it, because all it is just a Reasonable Doubt album. That's all it is. It's just because they said they sold the LLC of Rockefeller, so all it is just because the Reasonable Doubt album wasn't on the other shit; it was on something else.
Who's other bro? Biggs.
It was on Priority.
Remember Biggs came out with the shoe?
Yeah, it was on. I don't know about that, but it was on Priority when it dropped.
Yeah. So the investment to spend 1.2 million on the low end just to get into the auction, and if you can go look at what the streams is doing, and you can try and project what the streams and sales is still doing on that album, you can tell if the investment is worth it or not. Because like you said, how it said in the video that after 35 years, which is in 2031, you know what I mean, 7 more years, you know what I mean, if you think you're gonna get a little bit of extra cheese off this motherfucker, do it. Or you just gonna buy it just to say I got a little bit of rights to Reasonable Doubt, you know what I mean? Is it is it gonna sit on your wall for a minute? Oh, I own parts of Reasonable Doubt.
But see, this is my point when we was talking about that stuff a while back, when I said that after time, these things they slow down. You know what I mean? The revenue that it makes slows down because people start, as new music comes in, not to say oldies don't get played, but people are not bumping certain music today how they was bumping it when it first came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think this will go to like a collector, someone who's like who actually has an
You
appreciation.
can't really
for it.
collect it because there's no keeping it, because
Yeah.
it's gonna go back to Jay in 2031 anyway. They might as well let Jay get it. You know what I'm saying? You know, they might as well just let him scoop
He
the
might
Jay.
not
You know what I
even
mean?
want to buy it though. There's no reason for
Nah,
him
he
to buy
want
it.
that. He want that
No, he
because
wants it. He been wanting it, but
he offered Dame.
Dame never wanted to
Hold
sell
on
it
one
to him.
second. He offered Dame a offer like about 2-3 years ago for that piece, and Dame said he's trying to lowball him.
Yeah.
So now you finna lose it anyway.
You're really finna lose it now. Everything.
But
That's the
Jay
thing.
probably knew that Dame was in the hole. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So he's like, hey, look, I can get you out of this hole. Give me Reasonable Doubt. You know what I mean? Give me your share. Because even Biggs, he that's the other guy that owns the other third, right? He's been on record for saying that he'll never sell his share. He's like, this is a piece of history that I'm a part of. You know, he came out with the clothing line and the freaking the shoes and you know what I mean? Like,
Going to the Matrix.
yeah, you know, like it's a part of history, hip hop history for real. Like I remember Lupe got all gassed up about it, and it was funny because Lupe said this annoyed me. He said Drake should buy it.
Leave and come back in, Slim. Try that.
He said, Lupe
He's in the
said,
Matrix for a second.
No, yeah, I think it's you, bro. Try to leave and come back in.
The Matrix.
Yeah, you got to try and leave and come in. There you
Oh,
go.
me?
No, not you. You good?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Lupe though, he tried to get in the mix like a month ago, and he said Drake should buy it because Drake is the guy who buys all the hip hop fucking museum shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he said, and he said it'd be safe with Drake. And then, of course, a lot of people was pissed because all the Drake Kendrick shit was still going on. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about?
So Lupe, he chimed in at one point, right? This like a month ago when because Dame at first, he came out and tagged Kendrick, was like, Kendrick, buy my share. You know, this is like the height of all the Kendrick Drake shit. Dame got on Twitter, was like, Kendrick, buy my share of Reasonable Doubt. And I think, yeah, for real though. And then Lupe chimes in because Lupe don't like Kendrick like that. You know what I mean? So Lupe chimes in. He's like,
I don't know why.
He's like, Dame, you should not sell it. He's like, I wrote my rhymes to listening to Reasonable Doubt. That's what he said. He said he used to like bust over the beats. Even though just over the songs, like that's what he said, what started him. So he's like, it has a special place in his heart. But then he goes on to say Drake should buy the portion.
But see, this the thing, right? Like when you look at the like when you look at these artists like Future and Irv and Justin Bieber that was selling,
who are selling their catalogs.
Yeah, this is why they were selling it, because after a while, you want to sell it when the value is still up there, because eventually the value is going to drop. Everybody is like, we can't say that every single song the Future made was some legendary shit. This is not Michael Jackson we talking about here. This is Future. You know what I'm saying? Future's dope, but you know, a lot of music doesn't have long shelf life like you think, especially when it comes to residuals. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you got production credits on something, that's different, because now they could take that beat and they could take the lyrics off and they could use the beat for something else. You know what I'm saying? They could use the production for something else. But, you know, your lyrics alone, you know, these songs is like, you know, they may not have the same value 20 years from now that they had when he first came out.
Shit,
So if
Kanye
you can
sold
get
his
a high,
catalog.
huh?
Didn't Kanye sell a portion of his catalog too?
I'm not sure, but I know Nelly did. Nelly sold parts of it. Nelly sold
Nelly's
parts
smart.
of it. Yeah,
Nelly
like,
is
you know,
smart.
yeah, you gotta get some, because the I don't think the residuals would be that much to where it would be worth keeping it, because people only sell stuff when they see the values dropping, or they you know, let me sell it while
they have the data.
So it depends though, because like certain songs, like here in Sacramento, we don't got a real dominant hip hop station, and I hate to put my city on the map. Please forgive me, all my 916ers. Please, I hate to do this, but we don't got a predominant, just all nothing but. You know,
we got a throwback one out here.
It was 106, and then it was 107. I forgot what 107 was, but I know
and then 94, and then it turned to 94.9. Wild 107.
Wild 107. Oh my mama,
and then Wild 94.9.
106. When I lived in Oakland, when I lived in Oakland, they sponsored Summer Jam at Great America when I was in my youth.
100%.
Hottest shit. You can hear
Jalen
Rose. You can hear Jalen Rose say when he was in the Fab Five, he was at the 94 Summer Jam, man. It's on the fucking internet.
Come on, bro. If you can get on the Summer Jam in the Bay, you were on.
100%, bro. On my mama.
You were on, like.
I said, what? Damn it! I done jumped off track and then forgot my mother.
So we talk about the radio station, the lack of it.
No, about the residuals off of people selling it.
Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. Good looking, Slim. I appreciate you for that. So with that said, is that in here, and it's probably, you know, I'm pretty sure every city got them, but they got the old school jams like type radio station, and they play they'll play songs from right now, and they'll play songs from the 80s. So with that being said, and it's like that all over the country, it's still songs that get played that are on those old school jams that are still in rotation on the
and who do you think so those are all clear channels.
Sometimes you can catch the top 100 show of all the top 100 or 200, and it be still songs from back in the day that's still circulating on them charts.
This is
so
how
that
it works.
also bring shit back to your old, but you know, that's only certain songs though on everything.
Here's exactly how it works right here. This is exactly how it works. So if you're gonna play something on the radio and get the residual from it, it's got to be through Clear Channel. That's the major one. So like at least in California. So and Clear Channel, they're with iHeartRadio, all these other joints. So like if I'm a big wig and I'm gonna buy somebody's catalog because I'm looking at the data, okay, Future, he gets streamed X amount of times per month, and then now you can prorate that. Okay, so I'm gonna go and buy his catalog for $75 million because in the next 5 years I'm already gonna recoup that due to the data of his streams. Then also the stuff I own now, like you said, with throwback stations, now I can assign it to different throwback stations, getting in rotations, because that's what it's all about, getting in rotation, right? And with the throwback stations, you can have some in rotation forever, like syndicated with rest in peace to Chandler Bing, the motherfucking Friends. They're making money off being Friends being syndicated over and over and over again. The reruns.
But it's a fact that 60% of the song goes to the producer. So what is the artist really
50.
making off of that?
It's usually 50, but yes, it can get upwards of 60.
Yeah.
It can even get upwards of 100, even like.
Depending, but
hey, that's shout out to the Records.
Yeah, like shout out to my man Prime One. Anything I do with him, we just split 50-50. If it's just me and him, it's a this is my partner in crime.
So now if an artist is selling his catalog, what is the producer getting? Because the producer has to get something out of that. They have to get their share.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, they have. So that's where it comes into publishing and royalties. So when you're selling that shit, of course, their percentage wise, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get part. It's gonna, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that's always part of the deal. So Metro Boomin probably got out of that 75 million Future got. He probably got his little woo wop out of it. You know what I mean? I'm sure because he produced a lot of his shit.
You know what I'm saying? Of all the songs that Metro has produced for him, we're talking about no less than 50. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
So when you getting residuals on the radio, so look, when you're getting residuals on the radio, you're getting 50% of whatever the residuals are.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why
and then,
it would make sense.
Imagine if you're on the label though too.
Let me check it. Let me land real quick, right? That's why it would make sense for Future to link with Metro and say, you know what? Let's just sell this shit and split the profit and put the money elsewhere into other shit. You know what I'm saying? Because getting this little bit of money over 20, 30 years, you know, we could cash out now and have it in something that's bringing more revenue instead of this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I would feel, you know what I mean? You know, why they're selling this stuff. So I think with Jay just wants it because it's like his baby. He bought back the rights to Rockefeller a couple of years ago, and he put it back out as like for an anniversary for the album being dropped, like a 10-year anniversary. So he wants that last piece back. So now when it's out there, not only he wants it for himself, because I don't think it's about him needing the money. It came out in 94.
No, almost 95, right?
94, 2004, 14, 24. Yeah, it's 30 years.
Okay. Yeah, it's about time he's trying, cause see that's what they said. He might even just wait, cause then it's only how many years away? They said.
Might as well just because they can't do nothing. What they gonna do if they can't do nothing with it without Jay and Biggs, you know, signing off on it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if Jay has 2/3 of it, that's still good money. You know what I'm saying?
And that's basically what it is, because that's his boy.
You can outvote, but now you have 2/3 of the vote too, so you could actually box him out now.
Yeah, bruh can't do nothing with it. Only thing that if whoever buys that motherfucker, what is going to happen is really just like an investment now, like how you just broke down. How's it still being streamed? Where is it being sold at? What areas? Why? Now let's go ahead and prorate this for the next 7 years. Now, do you see you getting back? It's 1.2 just to jump into the auction house.
Yeah, so you got to double that at least.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So is it worth the investment? You know what I mean? It ain't like you just gonna put it up here for the next 7 years. Oh, I own this for the next 7 years.
And it's only a third of the property.
Like, what the fuck? What you mean?
It's only a third of the property that's going up too. So
yeah, right.
It might not go for that much.
I got a little bit of a quarter. I'm gonna go spend 1.2 on the of the bottom end of the fucking album cover, bro. 100%. Fuck that.
That's what I'm saying. It has to make sense, and this is why I say when we was having that discussion about dead rappers making more money, and I said after a while that revenue from those songs slowed down. You know what I'm saying? And because people are not spinning it every day, people are not using these songs every single day, like how it was.
Well, I mean, if you go to Big and Pac's catalog, bro, they're still the top grossers.
I was to say Tupac, but
that's big and
to the rule. Oh, and
but I'm just I gotta bring that in there. You know, their catalogs are still
streaming like a motherfucker.
But look, like I said before, imagine how much more material they would have had if they were alive.
I understand that.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand. No, I definitely understand that side. But I mean, in Pac's case, you know, Big Bruh had a whole bunch of shit. We just got it as weird shit. It wasn't the shit that he picked and laid his music down. As we got further on to, you know what I mean? We got some of the music, but it was just bullshit.
What was the one to the end of time?
Nigga, when I was a kid, after that, nigga, like I said this shit on the pod plenty of times. Shout out to my brother Ronald, nigga, one of my road dogs. The nigga, he came across somebody that was selling $50 mixtapes, bro. CDs, burnt CDs. The nigga didn't even call me and ask me if I wanted one. He just bought
Did he
it.
have the Did he have the Dillinger Machiavelli?
Damn near like it was like it was being labeled as a Machiavelli 2. I forgot exactly
That's what I'm saying. The Machiavelli
like,
series is.
but it was kind of like the one.
There was like 16 of them,
and
or
it was
7 of them. There were 7 of them.
And it was all crystal clear though. I'm talking about the first one that I got my hands on. Like it was like some real deal ass shit. Bro, like 27 songs, bro. I'm telling you. And it was what Pac had picked because, like I said, some of them songs got re-released with different production. You know, I don't know how to make no music, but it was just not like how it was when we first got our hands on it, bro.
Exactly. And that's
songs, bro.
Yeah, but once the Machiavelli 1 through 8 came out, where's the other Pac songs at? There's no more Pac material.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it was.
Where?
Thing.
He's in Cuba.
It's hours. So I got playlists like my dog. Shout out to my dog Munch. I love you to death, big bro. Man, this nigga he sends me hours, and I'll find it on YouTube too. A playlist of all old Pac shit, bro. It's shit where it's an hour long full of playlists. No lie, bro. It's some shit that you forgot that you heard this shit before. Sometimes you ain't even heard it.
But the
Machiavelli 1 through 8 was
always like, that's the thing.
Look,
like that's why
Machiavelli,
I like the
Machiavelli 1 through 8 was 8 hours. That was 8 hours of material. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty much everything.
I don't remember no Machiavelli 1 through 8 like that.
Yeah,
See,
like
I was getting it, bro. We had
I thought it was only 7 of them.
One Nation. It was being presented as One Nation. Man, that's fucking 20 years ago. Now I'm putting my 30.
Y'all remember the Machiavelli Dillinger?
Huh?
Yeah.
Machiavelli Dillinger.
Yeah.
Daz. I think I remember him talking about that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Daz still got reels. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he said he does. Yeah.
And you know he's holding on to them, but you know at the end of the day, like you know, it's like Pac, Big, Nipsey. You know what I'm saying? If they was able to live out their lives, they would have made more music, in which you know would have been more money. Because even when Pac died, Pac was in debt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, he pretty much broke even after paying all your debts, and you have to wait till that money comes in residually. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's pretty much what it was. But yeah, you know,
man.
And they had Michonne from The Walking Dead playing the moms in the movie.
Hey, Bake said Lupe's album Road to Zion had me going back into writing last night. Found the beat Bogey sent me a while back, packed it bowl and let it flow.
Okay, there you go. You feel me? Yeah, because like one thing I'll give Lupe is he is a dope lyricist. It's just like I like to find the lyricist that I identify with. And like as far as like the D-boys and shit, you know what I mean? Like finding the fly way to say shit, but fucking Lupe goes crazy. Like that Samurai album and oh no, what did you say the album was called? The one that just dropped?
Road to Zion.
Road to Zion. Yeah, that shit goes crazy. I did listen through on the Mushroom too. I was like, he's going in on that shit, bro.
And see, like just like how you said about you liking to listen to music that gets you ready to get some money, right?
Get some money.
See, that's why I'm not into, you know, well, part of it's because of my age. You know, I'm, you know, that's my thing is I'm mainly listening to a lot of R&B, you know what I mean? But if it's a motherfucker that I find that's talking about getting some money in this new era, I definitely will give, because I don't need to get gassed up to go do no.
I ain't gonna lie to you. All I'm doing,
you know what I mean? I'm not trying to go do no drill. I'm not trying to slide and double back and come back, walk a motherfucker down and do no shit like that. That's not what I need to listen to when I'm trying to, you know, get through the day. What I need to get through the day is being motivated on how to keep getting some more motherfucking money. You know what I mean? Or just on some cool shit, and I got the R&B vibes in my joint. 100%.
The only joints that be in my joint right now, the only project that I want to check out right now that just came out is that 38 Special. You know what I'm saying?
Who's that?
That's he made a lot of songs with like Griselda and stuff like that, but he a rapper from Rochester, New York, but he nice though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I love Griselda, bro.
That's the only one that I want to check out right now is 38 Special. And the new, Benny's supposed to have a new joint out. I don't know if it's out already, but I wanted, if he dropping some songs leading up to it, so I want to check him out. But I like to check out dudes that with they wordplay is something serious, like what I mean, and they talk about getting some money.
Yeah,
grown man bars.
You gotta check some of your old pal Bogey's new shit, bro. I'm on there.
100% facts. It's time to go get some motherfucking money, bro.
This money, and you know what's funny is because all day, every day, I'm listening to all throwback everything.
Facts. That's how I am.
I've been in my sample mode I went back to the beginning because when I first started making music back in the days, I'm sampling hella shit and like. Just because, and it came to a point where I'm just sampling shit I grew up listening to, you know what I mean, or shit that's just like right now. I'm trying to chop this Isley Brothers Work to Do, you know what I'm talking about? Because I fucking love that song. I'm like, I'm about to take that piano and flip that shit, you know what I mean? But all my joints is all. Yeah, that I got work to do. You know, he said, I'm taking care of business. Woman, can't you see?
Hey, shout out to Mr. Biggs.
Everything.
That was good shit. Mr. Biggs. Oh, I never seen the Isley Brothers in concert, man. We get
they get down.
I want to see Uncle Charlie. Uncle Charlie be out here at Thunder Valley all the time. I've never got a chance to see Uncle Charlie in concert too, bruh.
We saw the Isley Brothers in Vegas back in the days, bro, and it was funny because like at one point he's like, all right, this is the part of the show where I sit down. He got on the little stool. You know what I mean? Because they're old now, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
And,
You gotta see Bobby Brown. I seen Bobby Brown a couple years at New Edition at Thunder Valley. He brought some of the New Edition niggas, man. They was moving, still two-stepping and whatnot, slithering through. Oh, everything.
Okay, Bobby.
Okay, bro. Let's put a bow on this shit, man. Slim, let the people know what's cooking up, man. Where they can find you at, man.
Yes.
Whatever, man. Let the people know, big bro.
Boogie Vision on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? From the Fans Perspective podcast, got a couple episodes coming down the pipeline, so put them out there, and check me out.
100%, bro. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him on Instagram. Slide to his motherfucking YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, man. Subscribe 100%. Click the notifications, man. Get locked in with Big Brad, man. 100%. Bogey, tell the people what's going on, man. What you got cooking up and whatnot, where they can find you, big bro.
Man, you already know, man. Gen WealthNet on YouTube, Gen WealthNet _ all one word on Instagram. Bogard Scott Free anywhere you consume your music. Spotify, Apple. Give me money. Boom.
Come on now, man. Y'all appreciate everybody that's in the chat. Appreciate everybody that tuned in, man. If you didn't throw a thumbs up on this motherfucker, please do us a favor. Throw a thumbs up. Help this shit get out into these motherfucking YouTube streets, man. And to bro that was in the comments earlier saying that this is clickbait. Hold on, bro. Hey, like I said, it take a minute to construct the wood, bro. And then I block my camera when I'm, you know what I mean? So look, come back, bro. Back next week, Saturday, same time, same bad channel, man. 100%. We gone. Y'all appreciate everybody, man. Have a beautiful, blessed weekend, man. Stay safe.
Big bang.
Streets, man.